Hi. Welcome back to another episode of the Pitboard Discussions. Opening line in a relationship. In a relationship, we need time apart so that we can bond. You understand what I'm saying? We need time apart. In any relationship, you need time apart so that you can bond. Now, Formula One, while it was away, some motorsport enthusiasts, including myself, were thoroughly entertained by other disciplines.
So the spending time apart from Formula 1 did not bring you closer to Formula 1?
No, it did not. In fact, after watching Miami, I kind of enjoyed Miami, but the finish, I did not miss it.
Without the finish now, Miami without the finish. How about you? Because me personally, when F1 was away, work had me covered. I think when something is out of sight, out of mind, somehow you start forgetting about it.
So, hiyo mchezo ya relationship at staying apart.
Yeah, but if you stay apart, you forget each other.
Okay, what about you?
I missed Formula 1.
You missed Formula 1?
I couldn't wait for Red Bull to come back.
I didn't.
Put the Alpines in their place. But they're not to apologize in advance to Gasly. Whatever Liam Lawson did, I think that was overboard. But yeah,
he blamed it on the car.
The Alpines are now in their place. That's a joke.
But are you saying this because you knew what you guys were bringing to Miami? Are you saying this because you genuinely missed the sport?
I genuinely missed the sport. Yeah.
Well, while it has been away, some things were happening. Some things were happening. And let's get right into it. Let's roll up our sleeves and get right into it. Now, the first thing is there were some interesting announcements that were going on during the 5-week, let's call it a mini, we should call it a spring break.
Spring break, yeah.
The spring break. During the 5-week spring break. And the most shocking of all, the one that made headlines the most, was Jean-Pierre Lambiase. Is that his name? Jean-Pierre Lambiase. That's GP for those who are unfamiliar. Now, GP is Max Verstappen's race engineer. And my brother here had been mourning. I remember he called Thierry, voice cracking. But GP is leaving and he's going to none other than, I don't know how it happened. He's going to McLaren. Of all places, he's going to McLaren. Now,
he is British.
No, GP is not British.
GP is what?
Yeah, some Italian roots, I think. Yeah.
I think he's Italian.
He's Italian?
Jean-Pierre.
Yeah.
No, from the tongue, team radio.
No, see,
it's as
like
British as
Del Piero type thing.
Yeah?
It's like the Del Piero. He has some. Is it Italian? Hey, answer in the comments. So yeah, Jean-Pierre Lambiase is going to McLaren, and
at the end of 2026.
Why is this happening? Why is this happening?
More money. Money.
Well, what's his McLaren role, and when is he going?
Supposed to join 2028. Yeah. Well, Max gave us like a hint as to why GP is going to McLaren. Max came out and said, hey, GP approached him and said, hey, McLaren have this offer. And what are your thoughts? And Max was like, yo, if you decline that offer, you're crazy.
Money.
That's a good offer. Take it. Now, I think it's more than money. Of course, there's a role, which at the moment is the head of racing at Red Bull and also Max's race engineer. And what we know so far in the public domain is he's being offered chief racing officer at McLaren. Yeah. So it's not just cash, but it's also a better role, if I can put it that way. From head of racing at Red Bull to chief racing officer at McLaren.
The McLaren is a championship team.
Immediate reactions? When you heard the news?
The first thing that came to my mind is I just hope those guys are going to concentrate on 2027. You remember, have you watched the last dance of Chicago Bulls? Now in my head, I'm seeing 2027 as the last dance. Because with GP leaving, I don't know if Max is going to stay. But what we know, 2027, they will be together. And it could be for they could do one last stint or a stab at the championship.
One final victory lap.
Yeah.
On that, I know you guys have had at some point Max was asked if GP leaves, is he going to stay? And Max also said, I'm also going to leave. Yeah. Now that we know that GP is leaving, we have no confirmation or no rumors about Max leaving the sport. I know he's threatened before that, I'm not enjoying these things, but I'm thinking about retirement. But have you guys seen just a few hours ago, apparently McLaren and Red Bull are talking about Oscar Piastri moving from being a McLaren driver to Red Bull.
Some sort of exchange program.
Not exchange, to replace
Max.
Or in case Max...
Yes. And I think this is just more fuel into the fire. And this fire is the rumors about Max Verstappen leaving Formula One sport itself, and not like leaving Red Bull to join another team, but leaving the sport itself and focusing on other things. Do you see that being true at the end of the day, 2027, now that we already know GP is leaving, and now there are rumors about Oscar Piastri? Red Bull basically asking McLaren, can you give us Oscar Piastri?
This is a Max Verstappen picture, basically. And everything that is happening on the side is centered from Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is the root source. That's basically what you're alluding to. And there is a macro point of view of this, and there is one hell of a domino effect from this, because GP going to McLaren in the role he's occupying, there are also some rumors circulating about the guy at McLaren leaving, and the guy I'm talking about is Andrea Stella, now the team principal. There are rumors circulating about that.
Is he getting fired?
I don't really know, but there are rumors that he is being looked at favorably by the Maranello guys.
By Ferrari?
By the Maranello guys.
No,
Is he Italian?
By the Maranello guys.
Stella.
Andrea
Yes.
Stella? Yeah, I think
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, and he has been at Ferrari before.
So my boy CH, man.
You had to find a way to.
He's going to MotoGP.
I don't think so. You had.
Canona is the only one who can take Ferrari back.
I agree with that
championship
comment.
winning ways.
I agree with that comment. Did you hear what also Nani said about Christian?
Who?
Suleiman.
Sulayam. No, I didn't.
Said about who? Christian.
Yeah.
What did he say?
I mean, he's still a good guy. He's not a bad guy.
He's
He
a
likes
good
racing.
guy.
He likes racing.
He's a good guy, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy. See what you mean, connections na.
Hey, I have nothing to say about it. If it comes to Ferrari, hey, well and good.
So we're talking about Andrea Stella to Ferrari.
Christian Horner is also linked with the job somewhere. But then there have been some musical chairs happening pale Formula One, because we also had Jonathan Wheatley leaving.
Wait. Even before we go to Jonathan Wheatley and the Audi situation, Laurent Mekies, I've always butchered his name. I think today I got it right. He mistakenly, or he said that GP will actually be joining McLaren as team principal.
That's what he said.
Yes.
So some solidity in the Andrea Stella leaving rumors?
Yes. Now, if Andrea Stella is leaving McLaren, because there's absolutely no way Zach Brown is going to leave CEO and leave Andrea Stella to become CEO. Zach Brown he was born for that position, to be CEO at McLaren.
And he performs.
Yeah.
And he performs.
So, if Andrea Stella is leaving McLaren and GP replaces him as the team principal, who is Andrea Stella replacing at Ferrari? Your boy? Fred?
He's definitely not going to be like a race engineer or something, because he was a team principal at McLaren, a winning team principal at McLaren. And that's quite a CV when you walk into Maranello's.
He has a better CV compared to Fred at the moment.
At the moment, yeah, he has a better
kicking
CV.
out the French guy.
But the year of the horse is not yet done. So please, the year of the horse is not yet done.
Should we like keep our eyes and ears open to listen, as in to any Fred Vasseur out of Ferrari news or rumors?
I mean, yeah, definitely 1000%.
Because if Stella is going there, he's replacing someone.
If anything, I'm always very keen, and you guys know this because I have a track record to prove this. I'm always very keen with what Fred says. And
what did he say?
He's always been very nonchalant. Now, when Fred joined Ferrari the first time, I don't know if you guys can remember what I said he's coming to do. I said he's coming to stabilize things. He's coming to, because Ferrari were all over the place. Like, you know that meme whereby somebody walks in the door with some pizza. I think it's Charles Gambino or something. Walks in there, everything.
Then there's fire.
Everything's just, that was Ferrari before Fred.
Yeah.
Everything was just burning up. And the first year was just try to stabilize everything.
Now?
And everything. But the question is, but the most important thing here is, can Fred get us over the line? Now, Fred has built the most lucrative pairing on the grid, arguably. The most lucrative pairing, arguably.
In terms of what?
In terms of ability.
Lucrative as in what?
In terms of ability and revenue. These guys are sponsor magnets. You get me?
Really?
Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton.
Well, at the moment, we've only seen HP, so... Is that a new sponsor?
Bruh. You get what I'm saying, though.
No,
these guys are lucratively attractive. Performance-wise, on paper, they are a stellar duo. Yeah, on track, they're not they are a stellar duo.
Are they?
Fastest qualifier of the modern era.
No.
And the greatest of all time.
No, bro. You can't be hanging on a stat that was relevant 4 years ago. Let it go.
Yeah, and they were trying to dim his light by these maregs and the qualifications, but we'll still get to that point. But on paper, I'm saying, arguably, they have the best pairing. Arguably, on paper. Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, they should be working magic. But on track, something seems to be off. Now, the off factor, we do not really know what it is. That's why rumors of Andrea Stella possibly joining Ferrari are now starting to arise. And him having some history with the Italian team. And by some history, I'm talking about him being at Ferrari back in was it 2012, Fuko? Yeah, he was there.
What was his role, his previous role?
If I'm not wrong, he was doing something to do with race engineer na vitu kaa hizo.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure, but I'll have to go refer my notes on that. But he was there. Hiyo time akina Alonso putting a back marker car.
Well, Binotto...
All positions.
Binotto, this is a good segue into Audi. Well, Binotto seems like Binotto, I think, if he was given that opportunity to go back to Ferrari.
Binotto. You're saying something. Now continue, please.
I think he'd jump on it. But anyway, on Audi, we also have Jonathan Wheatley who left.
Yeah.
And he's been replaced by Allan
Was he fired?
McNish. No, he wasn't fired.
What happened?
He just left.
People don't
People
don't
don't
just leave.
He just resigned.
People don't.
Why?
Why? We don't know the why.
Because
Why will they fire him?
Wait, you don't see this scenario. It's either I fire you or you resign. Choose one.
I don't see a situation where Jonathan Wheatley did something to make Audi give him that option.
I don't think Audi
It's either
gave him the
he
option.
did something or did not do something. So not doing something. is a reason
He's
to-
just three goddamn races in.
I know what the problem could be. And he is a walking spoiler for everybody.
What?
See what he's wearing? The color he's wearing.
Aston
That is
Martin.
where Jonathan Wheatley is trying to go. Because around the time Jonathan Wheatley stepped down, there were rumors that a certain team principal was also stepping down to focus more on the technical side of things. And the guy I'm talking about is the guy famed for designing some of the best cars in the world.
Eden Newey?
Yes.
Allegedly, he's in hospital, but anyway, proceed.
Well, I missed that one.
I've said allegedly, proceed.
You can't just drop a
But
bomb on us. and
I
tell us
noticed
proceed.
you are fond of Jonathan Wheatley. Is it because he was in Red Bull?
Yes, I have always. This is one person who used to make sure that Max, and also to some degree Checo, never got like penalties when they went to see the stewards and FIA.
He had aces up his sleeves.
Yes, he always used to fight tooth and nail, even before Christian prints.
He was the first
whatever
line
his
of defense.
data or his screenshots. Jonathan Wheatley was a guy who was always ensuring
He was the
the
knight of
boys
chess.
are not getting any penalties. So I recognize him from that perspective as a racing director at Red Bull, and I respect him to that degree. So when you say that he did something, I'm like, what do you mean?
he's
The guy has executed at Red Bull.
I like the words you're using.
He's just 3 races in at Audi. So why would he leave Audi, a team that's already beating Aston Martin?
Is that an achievement this year? I could beat Aston Martin if I went there and raced on the
No, you could not. No. Why would he leave Audi as team principal? Then go to a team that's not.
I think that is the
doesn't
mystery.
make sense.
That's the mystery. You're talking about Wheatley's replacement.
Yeah, Allan McNish. So he's So let me just talk about the stats. Yeah, this guy. He's not just a random person just walking into that team. Okay. So he was previously an advisor at Audi, and he's been with Audi for 25 years. Okay. He's as in if you
like before Kimi was born.
This might be graphic. If you chop his hand,
4 rings fall out.
4 rings,
like Sonic. 4 rings. 4 rings fall out like Sonic.
Yeah.
Insert the Sonic.
Is he German? Is he German?
No, he's Scottish. But if you go to Wikipedia and just look at his racing career,
Audi too.
It's only Toyota.
And Toyota also has rings somewhere.
Yes. All the other cars that he's raced in. Audi. But anyway, let's proceed. So, he's been at Audi for the past 25 years. He was formerly the team principal at Audi Sport, which was a Formula E team. Okay.
Very successful, by the way.
At some point, he was the director of the development program, driver development program at Audi. Okay. Think about
like
Helmut
all
Marko.
the drivers of Audi.
I think so. Now think about Helmut Marko, okay? But now a younger guy who's Scottish, who's friendly, who's less scary. Okay. Now, so that's his director / managerial accolades or positions. Now he's also a racing driver.
That's his basically his office, his white collar portfolio.
Yes.
Okay. Now come to the blue collar portfolio.
Hey, no, it's not blue collar. Balaclava. whatever. Anyway,
The balaclava portfolio. Yeah.
On the racing side, it's more impressive. Okay. So
Is
he's also a racer. Okay. So he's won the 24 hours of Le Mans 3 times.
What category? The premier class.
Yes, with Audi. Remember there was a time we were telling you guys the time Audi was just dominating.
But so you're telling me he won 24 hours of Le Mans
3 times.
3 times.
Yes.
Not once.
Please don't bring Ferrari here. Now you're about to. Don't. Now he's also won the American Le Mans
Like Ferrari.
3 times. I don't know why Americans usually love flipping things and putting slapping.
Why is there word Le Mans in America?
It's American. That's how they do it. Okay. He was also champion in WEC 2013. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
And he also, at some point in time, he drove in Formula 1 as a Toyota driver in 2002.
Where did he finish?
I don't know.
Look it up.
I wasn't really interested looking at where he finished. But that's besides the point.
What's his name?
So, Allan McNish. So, he's coming in as a manager and also as a racing driver. And my question to you guys and also to our listeners, do you think racing drivers can actually make good team principals?
I think I'll leave it for the fans here.
We don't want to spoil it for them, do we? Aside from that, another thing that happened was also some FIA dealings. After I brought my case files, the FIA finally listened. Thank you, FIA, for listening to what we said. And they went and revised some things. Now, there are some revisions to the very divisive Formula 1 regulation. It's not even divisive.
By the way, like from the top of it, do you think the racing was better in Miami than the three other races?
Absolutely. Most entertaining race for the season so far.
Quali?
Yeah. Quali sprint all the way to the final race.
So, like, if you were to, some of the things they changed. Personally, like, I think the reducing the super clipping, I think was for me, if you ask me, that is the major differentiator. Kwa sababu at the end of the straight, cars were losing a lot of speed. And that in itself, like we seeing in Miami, how I was seeing the cars in Miami, they looked like, if you remember Melbourne, how you were watching those cars before that Catan, that first chicane, You could watch the car coming and then like slowing down and in. But in Miami, like cars were full send almost in every part of the track.
So a step towards the right direction?
Yeah, as in you could actually tell, not just visually, but also hearing the engine notes or the engine RPMs. You can hear the drivers are driving the car mostly flat out. Okay, compared to when we had like aggressive super clipping.
Yeah.
And they had to like do lift and coasts. That was just horrible, to be honest. The guys were saying FIA hasn't done enough. The people who don't want to see super clipping or lift and coast at all. Yeah. The guys were saying FIA should reduce that maximum recharge limit even further. Yes, the effect will be making the car significantly slower, but we'll be seeing drivers driving as flat out, like all the time. Miami, to me, was exciting because one, that entire break. And also
you just decided to come to K1.
And also just seeing why, as in the teams bringing like new cars and upgrades, etc. To me, that was the most exciting bit compared to the regulations being refined. I think maybe just give it like Canada, and maybe after Canada, when you get into the European side of the season, maybe I might see, okay, maybe this tweak made this a little bit better or made it worse. But at the moment, just giving it a few more races.
Well, super clipping isn't the only thing that was addressed. They also addressed qualifying, where they were nerfing the baddest qualifier of all time, Charles Leclerc, Mr. Chain Snatcher himself. Not only did they address qualifying, they also addressed the visual warning system, the lights. They added more lights. I don't know why.
Was it for the rain number for even number nini?
So one was for the stats. When you have a car in front that's struggling to accelerate, the driver behind can actually see from the lights.
Yeah.
This guy had a bad start.
Yeah.
And also for the wets, in wet conditions, they simplified the lighting for the driver behind. All in the theme of safety and increased visibility.
Yeah. I hear they removed anti-stalling.
Huh? Removed?
How do you remove anti-stalling?
Like the drivers are getting some help to start the car.
Hey.
That's like removing anti-stall.
To some degree, yes. To some degree, yes. Yes. So that was actually a tweak that they made for the slow starts. So now when the car is struggling to get off the line at the start, the MGUK will kick in to provide the minimum push torque.
Yeah.
To get you accelerating. But
so that no one crashes behind you.
Yes. But they say this should not give anyone a sporting advantage. Now we know this is Formula One. Someone will always find a way.
Someone will always.
But it's minimum power. It's not like full power.
Regardless, even if it's 0.01 of a megajoule.
Does that affect the power that you have available to you going into, say, turn on?
Well, they say it's minimum delivery, minimum MGUK usage. So it might be negligible. They haven't shared. I haven't seen anything on the numbers. Is it 0.5 of a megajoule? Is it maybe 50 kilowatts or something? I haven't seen any figures or numbers on that. But they also say if they detect that someone misuses this particular tool, they are going to get a drive-through penalty.
Yeah. If you hear the FIA saying that, it means it's possible to misuse it.
Yeah.
They can't say it if you can't misuse it.
Now, there are also a lot of other things like tire blanket temps, the arrest deployment. Now, the qualifying thing, it's actually circuit-specific, how power can be applied. But the big one, there are some guys who are talking. Bring in Mr. Ben Sulayem back again on the table. We are hearing reports everywhere. Ben Sulayem did not rule out the possible return of V8s, making their comeback into the sport. And he said if more people are interested in it, could come back as soon as 2030. Now, keep in mind, these regulations are supposed to be from 2026 all the way to 2030. For 2031, the new set of
end of
regulations.
2030.
So if they even consider bringing it a year earlier, that just shows you the demand on the ground for people to see V8s back into the sport, because magnificent racing, none of this like I said, college stuff about sijui in that corner brake, in that other corner deploy, sijui boost mode, sijui what. We do not want to hear all that. But we want to see flat out racing.
Isn't the issue
wait, let me finish. We want to see flat out racing, go into that corner. Why did you let go of that? Why did you let go of the throttle? Because I have kids at home. Those are the things we want to see make a return into this sport. You get me? Why didn't you get into the corner with him? Because I'll put him in a wall.
You don't want to hear super clipping?
We don't want to hear, I didn't want to overtake, I overtook because the car is... We don't want to hear all these things.
Isn't the issue the
want pure racing so that I can finally see Verstappen. Yes, Verstappen.
What?
Racing. Close. Wheel-to-wheel racing. You know Ferrari... Listen, Enzo told us this. Batteries. Okay, he didn't say batteries.
He said aero is for people who can't make engines.
It is. I'm paraphrasing. Why are you taking my meat come down?
Because it has nothing to do with the pause. Whatever we have.
Bro, you're preaching a false gospel.
Enzo said aero is for people who can't make engines.
So that's what he said, but that's what I said.
False.
You didn't talk about batteries and motors.
If you were alive today, this is what you would have said. Gone to a parallel universe and have seen what he said. He said
okay, granted, yes, parallel universes.
What would he have said?
Batteries are for people who can't build engines. V8 at that. Where do you think if Enzo was alive, Formula 1 would have dared go to V6 and Sijita? Cannot happen, because what is this, banner?
But the issue, you have to be very categorical. The issue is power split, because before these regulations, we didn't have super clipping, and we had hybrid, and batteries and motors.
But you see, the more they started, it's like equality, the equality conversation. I don't want to get into that, but
no, that is the right one now. Equality.
Yeah, the equality conversation. It's when we got to near 50-50 split, where these issues started arising. This just goes to show you that whatever they were trying to introduce in the first place was just a false concept. Now, if the electronic components are just there to assist, not to act as an equal partner into this racing regime. Why are you laughing?
I thought you were going to say equal relationship. Okay,
not like a... Bro.
I'm at the wrong pod.
Not like
you are a guest on his other company.
Not an equal partner, because previously the turbo hybrid era.
Interesting choice of words.
Yeah. The turbo hybrid era, it wasn't a near 50-50 split. It was maybe something like 30%. And they're looking to revise that also to go back to the somewhere 70-30 something or something like
so what Toto proposed, had a proposal.
Yeah, that's you, Mr. Toto. I mean,
Schrodinger.
Schrodinger.
So Schrodinger was proposing, or he proposed, a power unit that produces 1,200 horsepower. And he's
fed up with 1,000.
Yes, he's like, you know what?
He's German. That's his passport.
He's like, you know what? 200 more.
Yeah.
So he's proposing a split of 800 horsepower from the internal combustion engine,
a V8,
and 400 from the ERS.
I could agree to that.
ERS/MGUK. Now, here we are talking about a 66 to 33%.
So 2/3
power split,
and a third,
which I think it's still not good enough, to be honest.
What number are you looking at?
Okay. Now, I think FIA is in this particular, they're in a tricky spot where we have certain disciplines within, not even certain disciplines. We have Formula E, okay?
Oh, you're saying Formula 1 is in a nini?
Hold up. We have Formula E. We have World Endurance Championship / Hypercar, which is full hybrid. And then we have Formula One, which is also hybrid.
Before you continue, give it context. The FIA governs all these.
Yes.
All these three bodies.
Now, at the moment, you have an overlap.
Yes.
World Endurance Championship, hypercars. Okay. Excluding the Aston Martin, which is full internal combustion engine, and Formula One, which is also hybrid. Now, why can't we have both extremes where we have fully electrical Formula E
that side
here at your corner? Okay. On this other extreme, we have Formula One.
Stay that side.
On sustainable fuels. So Formula E is
but fully internal combustion.
Yes. Formula E is championing what? Full electric. Formula One, sustainable fuels. And then in the middle, we have work hypercars.
Guys who are fully focused on hard racing.
So that power split should go all the way to the internal combustion engine side. We should be talking about an 80-20 split, if you ask me.
80-20?
Yes. Why not?
Well, if you ask me, I need full internal combustion engines, V12 screaming, high revving cars. I need that V8 to be revving at 1600 RPMs, no less.
Bro, if okay,
not 1600, 16,000.
I agree, but you see, there are some benefits that we're currently getting from the MGK / and the energy store that will be throwing into the bin if Formula One goes 100% sustainable and 100% internal combustion engine.
Me, my stand is nothing should be faster than a Formula One around a track.
You do whatever you'll do.
At this point,
actually, I'll go back to what I usually said. Like, you have this, I agree with the sustainable fuel. You have this amount of fuel. However, whatever you're going to do with that fuel to go around the track fast, whether you decide to add the battery or the motor manini, or we decide to go like Aston Martin nini, it's up to you. But if you finish this fuel, your race is over.
Me, I have even a controversial latex. Me, if you ask me, they should even bring the gear, the manual gear back. I need to see proper racing. Me, the things I've been seeing, bruh. I grew up watching some interesting stuff. Now, I didn't grow up watching the guys with the stick shifts, of course, definitely. But I grew up watching, listen, if you're not bold enough to dance to flirt with death, if you're not bold enough to flirt, you're not becoming champion. Now, I'm getting to see guys become champions based off the car you're driving, based off
well, the car has always been part of the equation, but I think now
I agree.
It's more of
the equation.
Yes,
it's a bigger part of the equation. I want to see moments of magic. Now, we are being denied moments of magic in this era, and the reason I believe this personally is because we rarely get to see driver individual brilliance. I want to see drivers who are bold enough, who have, like Charles Leclerc was told by his race engineer, you have balls of steel. I want to see drivers showcase this thing. You get me? And if we are going to that corner, my friend, it's either you yield.
We are all going out.
There is no, I will not yield. That's what I'm trying to see.
That's a Max Verstappen universe.
Yes. Bro, like me in my cinematic universe of racing, it is dark and gritty, like the Transformers films. It's not rosy. I'm not watching Teletubbies. Currently, Formula One is in the Teletubbies era. You get colors. We are all friends. No, I want to see guys who are not even talking to each other on the grid because of what happened the previous race weekend. That's what I'm trying to see. I want to see when these guys are calling each other for a dinner table. Okay, it's still part of sportsmanship, but I want to see people are not coming because they have beef with each other. See, we are going there.
Should come.
Making TikToks together.
Each other.
Yes. Some of them
but akuje.
Now they're doing TikToks.
That's motorsports. Motorsport is supposed to be metal. Bro, what do you mean? At your motorsport track. Kwanza, don't get me started. Me, everything with motorsports is wrong. Me, at the intro, nafaa kusikia heavy metal music. I'm supposed to be hearing hammers. Ting, 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 ting.
I think this is specifically Formula One. They just took, as in they are now more of entertainment than sports, if you ask me.
And why is that? And why?
Like, are you talking about the world around Formula One or the racing?
Everything around.
Everything about Formula One itself.
We need hard racing back in our sport. Now, ignore the gritty stuff I was trying to talk about, the hard metal, the heavy metal. But yeah, still.
No, we need that.
we include that. We need Linkin Park, not Linkin Park ata.
Do you think
we need Bon Jovi himself producing themes for that intro track?
I think even our pod intro is more harder.
Yeah, it actually is. It actually is.
Do you think Kimi Raikkonen would survive this era of Formula One?
I need Kimi
Doing
Raikkonen.
TikToks, Instagram reels, posts.
Yeah. I know we do it, but we also hardly do it.
But but that's why I keep away from watching those things. Like when I'm watching Max, it's either he's at a press conference or racing,
telling us why he didn't overtake on that corner.
Yes, but anything in between, especially like during this break, I didn't even know what the drivers were doing.
Now
playing golf.
Yeah, I'm not even concerned with that.
Ati people are mad. Ati why are you mad? Hamilton is dating Kim Kardashian. That is not a point to be mad about. Like, I thought you're going to tell me something about Hamilton is not going to race the next race.
You'll pop a vein. Proceed, sir.
Let's move on.
Okay. Anyway, and with that,
Canada, man.
we don't want to spoil for people. Wait, Canada, kujeni F1. I mean, kujeni K1 Klubhouse. We watch Canada squeeze. Na kutakuwa na some giveaways from Red Bull, you know, some merchandise, deadly. Some good drinks pale. Red Bull will give you the strength to support Lord Percival in his championship hunt 2026. Signing out, this is S, Trouble Man himself.
The troubled man himself.
Twice is nice, smooth as ice. Never had a bad day in my life. With me, to my left,
Mushiri
SWU. That's an inside joke. That's an inside joke. And to my right,
Just done, man.
Yeah, just done in the pine green. What color is this? Pine green. Yeah, he was trying to match the plants. He said sometimes when you get out of that car, you want to feel like a cabbage. Is the cabbage is pine green?
And
Those are not cabbages you're eating.